This episode of Happy Gilmore 2 Writers Room was brought to you by Ryan Plus. Go to patreon.com/Ryan Plus.
So, as you know, Ryan and I are big Happy Gilmore fans, and you may have seen the news that Happy Gilmore 2 is in development. We're getting a sequel. When did the first one come out? 1995?
3? No, Happy
6?
Gilmore was 93. Maybe I'm...
Yeah, it is 96.
Huh, all right.
So we're big fans, and I thought that we could try to come up with, like, what could the story be for Happy Gilmore 2?
So that we could break the story and then hopefully...
Maybe we get hired, because we need jobs.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you read the news articles about how they announced this, right?
I looked at the headlines, like everyone else. Right?
In the article, they actually talk about how well along the second script is and how funny they all think it is.
So they wouldn't need us.
I think that there's virtually no chance that we actually end up getting to write Happy Gilmore 2, but this could be one of those things where it's like we're on the blacklist, and especially if theirs sucks and then ours is badass and everyone's like, man, I wish I could have seen Ryan and Elyse's Happy Gilmore 2. So this could be like a calling card for our screenwriting careers.
This sounds great to me. Happy Gilmore 2 by Ryan and Elyse. So as Happy Gilmore 1 left off, do you remember how it ended?
Well, he won that championship or whatever.
Yeah. Saved his grandma's house.
He saved his grandma's house. He beat Skipper McGee, Scooter McGavin.
And then Chubbs died in the movie. You know, Carl Weathers, he died in the film.
He died in the film? Well, that's good, because he died in real life.
I don't think it's good, Ryan, but...
It was good for the continuity of the... we don't have to...
Good for the continuity. So 30 years later, where do we think Happy's at right now?
Okay, this might not be the vibe of the movie, but I thought it'd be kind of funny to use, like, relevant things that are happening in golf. What if... Do you know about the Saudi Arabian takeover of golf?
I don't know, Ryan. Do we want to go...
Just hear me out.
Saudi Arabia
just hear me out. The Saudi Arabians are spending billions, to literally try to buy golf. They're spending billions to pay off the biggest people in golf, and a lot of them have gone over. They have insane oil money, so he could get tied up in the middle of this, just like his character in the first film would be tempted to be like, oh shit, they're gonna give me $1 billion or whatever. He's broke. His grandma's house is gonna get foreclosed again because he's addicted to gambling on golf, and he owes so much money to the Chinese mafia, so he has to get involved with the Saudis to pay off the Chinese. Does he stay with the purity of golf now that he's become a pro golfer, or does he take the money, the quick, easy buck, and go to Saudi Arabia and use his slap shot technique there? Anyway, it just feels like lots of comedic potential. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I feel like you would be rife for controversy.
Well,
and really ruffle a lot of feathers.
Old Happy Madison used to be a little edgier, Elyse.
Well, what I've written so far, 30 years later, we have no indication of what is happening with Happy right now. Does he have a family? Was he retired? No, we've gone straight to the Saudi Arabians.
So it starts with the Saudi Arabians?
Maybe we start from the place of, like, where is Happy at in his life right now?
Well, also, Proto-Disc made a good point. Sandler would definitely use this movie as an opportunity to vacay in Saudi Arabia.
There?
We need to.
I don't know.
We must. For us to get Adam Sandler's attention in this, our spec thing needs to have at least 5 beautiful locations.
That's true. Yeah. Here's what I would say. It's 30 years later, right? How old's Adam Sandler now?
I don't know, but what if it starts in a Saudi Arabian prison?
Why was he there to begin with? He was playing there?
Maybe in like a voiceover. Yeah, I got recruited to be in the Saudi Arabian League, but I immediately fucked it all up and ended up in prison. I got caned because I broke some law. Just spitballing here.
Okay. Okay, can I float my...
Yeah, this might be too much for the beginning of a Happy Gilmore.
I just maybe we can combine them somehow, but Adam Sandler's 57 years old now.
Okay.
So he would be playing on the PGA, the Seniors Tour, right? So...
Happy Gilmore Seniors Tour? Are you shitting me? That is perfect.
All the old guys. All the old guys are coming in. So, like, think about
That's $1 billion pitch you just made in 4 words.
Let's see here. Happy Gilmore 2 Seniors tour.
That could be actually kind of funny if it's like the Saudi Arabian government right now is just trying to buy up all the old people.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, we can maybe merge the Saudi Arabia thing with this.
I think that they could work in tandem.
But we have to think about, like, where is he now? He played golf. He was a huge success. What has he been doing for the last 30 years? Did he marry what's-her-face? What was her name?
Veronica Vaughn.
Yeah, that's from Billy Madison.
Oh.
Virginia Bennett is from Happy Gilmore. Does he have kids?
Yeah, he has kids he has a whole family of little golfers.
I also feel like he would name his daughter after Chubbs, right?
Okay, sure.
So her name's like Chubba.
Chabangela.
They have a daughter, Chabangela.
Now, what if instead of them being hardcore golfers, what if he
did he give up golf to be a family man?
What if he realizes how his upbringing, how much of a benefit and asset that was? So he's like, look, I raised these kids to be street hockey people, and then when they were like 18, I showed them golf so that they could have the same experience I had. so
they weren't allowed to learn what golf
they weren't allowed to learn golf at the beginning.
Years.
Yeah, and then they all have the same slap shot. And they're like, whoa! And he's like, see, works like a charm.
Yeah, but how do we get Adam Sandler to Hawaii?
That's what we're trying to do?
He will only want to shoot this movie if it's shot somewhere awesome.
You don't think Abu Dhabi is enough?
I don't think that's what Sandler's into, man. I hate to say it.
I'm just spitballing here.
I wonder, like, does he need to be down on his luck? Oh, he and the wife are temporarily separated, right? His daughter is in college as a pro golfer. Like, she got a golf scholarship. She got a golf scholarship that's bringing them to Hawaii. She makes some comment to him like, you never wanted to change and grow. Like, you're still living in your grandmother's house. You were a golfer 30 years ago, and now you just kind of like, he hasn't really done anything since then.
Okay.
He's got a bad rotator cuff. Mm-hmm. He hasn't played in years. His body's all broken down, right? His daughter's like, I need to grow up, but then he's gonna miss his daughter so much. So under the guise of trying to be closer to his daughter, he enrolls in the seniors tour that's taking place in Hawaii. Try to win Virginia back, try to show her that he's not like a total like has-been. And his daughter's like, Dad, like, you know.
Okay.
I don't know. You don't love it. You like the Saudi Arabia stuff.
Well, just devil's advocate. You know,
Okay.
It feels like the first movie a little bit. I got to prove myself again that I'm this awesome golfer. I feel like if he's already the badass of golf,
he's still on top of his game is when it starts.
What if, let's say he has a whole little clan of kids. One of them is like a super dork, okay?
I was thinking that too, where like, say like the daughter is like the golf pro and his son is just a dweeb and he can't connect with his son about it.
So it's like him trying to connect with his son and his son's more into like math, statistics, crazy rocket scientist guy, and he's like completely not like Happy. But then Happy Gilmore forces him to join a putt-putt tournament. It's like, so then the kid, he just starts Rain Manning all of these putt-putt courses where he's just like, okay, if I get here, he's using science and math. So it's almost like the inverse of Happy Gilmore. Instead of him using his aggressiveness on the hockey court, this guy doesn't like sports, but he's going to use his natural skills to be good at putt-putt, which is tangentially related to Happy Gilmore's thing. And we got a movie.
His son's got the short game, but he doesn't have the long game.
Exactly.
Happy had the long game, but didn't have the short. I got goosebumps,
and then,
Ryan.
When you just said
I just got goosebumps.
And then that can even like relate thematically to their life. Like Happy Gilmore doesn't think, he just is off the cuff. He's only thinking about the short term, not the long term. Son has the short game, but he's like way more about the future.
And the son's name is Norman, a nod to the late Norm Macdonald.
I love that. That just gave me goosebumps.
Oh my God! Oh my God! You only see this on Ryan Plus.
Holy shit!
So Happy tries to bond more with him, but these two are like oil and water. Okay. So they have a daughter, Chabangela Gilmore, and a son, Norman.
I forgot Chabangela.
He starts trying to show the son shit, but then the son is just doing crazy stuff because he's using the math. He's doing all the angles. Happy's like, oh my God. Then they learn there's a Saudi developer who's trying to buy up land in Hawaii that wants to just destroy the putt-putt course. Okay? And Happy's like, this can't happen. My son and I love that putt-putt course. You know?
Yeah.
So he and this Saudi real estate magnate are like at odds. And then the head of the golf course.
It's Rob Schneider, obviously.
I don't know. Is it Rob Schneider? I mean, I wish Carl Weathers was still alive, you know?
I know. Or what if it's Shooter McGavin?
Shut the
He
front door.
He owns the course now. Shooter McGavin is at rock bottom, and he runs this shitty putt-putt golf course.
In Hawaii. Like
I guess. He's just kind of like the local pro at this putt-putt mini golf course. No one gives a fuck. And then all of a sudden, oh, wow, Happy Gilmore and his family love coming here now. And he just has to sit there and watch these fuckers that put him in this position. Then one day he gets a phone call. It's the Saudis. Hey, we'll give you a deal for your mini golf course. Just watching Happy Gilmore and his son have fun going, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about this place. You can have it for anything.
Well, maybe Happy goes to Shooter. He goes, you want to do this? You want to ruin my son that much? And Shooter's like, yeah, I do. And then he goes, okay, well, why don't you play me for it?
I love that.
This is how I win.
What if Gavin has a son and he's like, how about our kids play for the course? You know?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe they, because we do need to see a rematch between Shooter McGavin and Happy. So I feel like what you're saying makes sense.
See, I thought that you were going to say before that Shooter and Happy team up against the Saudis. These Saudis want to come in and like buy it, and then Happy's like, well, what do we need to do to get them to not buy it? And then it's like, well, if the course was popular, you know, maybe they wouldn't. Never mind.
I see where you're going with it. There's a montage at some point of them making this course better so that it doesn't get sold to the Saudis. Mm-hmm. There's something there. Okay. So how do we want this to end?
I don't think we got to the middle.
Okay.
I feel like we've hit a wall with this.
You think? I mean, we can come back to it on the next episode of Happy Gilmore 2 Writers Room.
Yeah, I think it's like figuring out what is his evolution. What is going to be the growth of Happy Gilmore?
He'll grow from the kids.
He can't live through them in that way. You know, he has to allow them to be their own people.
Well, and then maybe that could be it. They have this dynamic where it's like, you're Happy Gilmore. I'm never going to be what you were. You know, it's like, well, just do
I'm
your
sad
kind of
Gilmore.
Yeah, I just got goosebumps when you said sad Gilmore.
So we'll have to save these notes.
Yeah, totally.
And never come back to this again.
If you'd like to support Happy Gilmore 2 Writers Room, even though this will be the only episode and we're not making any more, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/Ryan Plus. With Ryan Plus, you will also get access to my entire streaming library, behind the scenes stuff, exclusive episodes of my new show, Ryan's Song Show, and much more. It's the #1 way to support Happy Gilmore 2 Writers Room. Thank you.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home. Are you too good for your home?